Hello, YouTubers. It is Angela Logan with Everyday Shenanigans. It is Wednesday, November 6, 2019. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, new subscribers, loyal friends, acquaintances, watchers. Thanks a lot, you guys. I really appreciate it. I decided to sit outside today because it is so nice in the high 10. Greetings from the high 10. It is 66 degrees. It is nice. It is sunny. And I thought, you know what? Baby, I'm going to sit outside and talk to my new friends. Okay, I'm going to bring it to you like this. I've been watching videos, commenting, catching up with the commentary, your comments and everything, because I hate to be rude and not respond. What I wanted to talk about is, whoo, honey, I was watching Mr. Collins, who is the attorney for Mr. Stallworth, and I was watching his news interview with reporters after the preliminary hearing that was on Monday. And I was sitting here thinking to myself, like, all this bickering we have been doing on social media, YouTube, going back and forth with different people about our opinions of what happened, didn't happen, blah, blah, blah. It was something he said that just hit me like a ton of bricks. And it goes something like this. He said, I got to get with the witnesses and talk to them about their statements so they won't change them. And I thought about that. And so I know you all are thinking, interesting. Where you going with this, Big Ange? You know where I'm going with this. If Stallworth doesn't have solid, concrete evidence against him, linking him to that child, and I'm talking DNA, I'm not even going to say I saw that man, because we already know how that can go. Anybody can say they saw somebody. You can't convict somebody on I saw them. He looked like the guy. He favored the guy. I'm talking DNA evidence. I'm talking hair fibers. I'm talking skin cells. If the state does not have anything concrete, such as what I just mentioned, ooh, baby, what it's going to be like in that courtroom when Mr. Collins get a hold of these witnesses. Ooh, y'all ain't thought about that, huh? Oh, yeah, because I didn't think about it either till I listened to him talk in the video. And the first thing came to mind was all this fast talking everybody been doing, all this signifying on Facebook and going live, and I was over here and I was over there. What y'all gonna do when that man put you on the witness stand and start asking you about your whereabouts? What did you mean when you said this and that? See, ain't nobody thought about that, huh? Because let me tell you something about the judicial system if you don't know. There are cases where the evidence was so strong against a person, and I'm talking fibers, DNA, all kind of stuff. Casey Anthony case is a prime example. You see that heifer walk, didn't she? Do y'all see where I'm going with this? That heifer walked, and they had the baby wrapped in the sheet. Found her in the same bed that was in her house with her grandparents' house. And Casey Anthony still walked. And do you know why? Because that defense attorney spun that web so thick to where he made it look like the daddy could have done it, the brother could have done it, and obviously all it took was one juror to think maybe he's telling the truth. You think about that for just a second. The bag that the baby was in matched other bags that was at the grandparents' house. Okay, it were like laundry bags you could get for, like, they came from Target, and I think it was a set of 3, but they were all shaped different. Well, how about the baby was found in one of those cotton canvas bags? Okay, I think it was 3 in a set, and the baby was in one of them. And when they went back to the house to look, only 2 was in the dispenser that they came in, and that heifer still walked. The sticker on the duct tape that was over her mouth Matched the stickers that were found in the baby's bedroom. The sheet she was wrapped in matched the bed linen that was at the house that belonged to the child in her bedroom. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah, buddy. Because as we have seen, there's been a lot of talking, chit-chatting, and I saw this on night such and such, and this and that. You don't think that man ain't gonna call you into court and ask you? Because see, first of all, we don't even know who the witnesses are. We'll find all that out later. But I'm telling you, you don't got your story straight. You got some cobwebs in your closet. Because you know they will bring out stuff about your past when you testify in court. Oh, yes. They also going to see if you have any type of connection to the child, the parents. And if you think that's not going to come out in court, all that stuff going to be revealed. What is your motive for giving information? All that's going to be revealed. Do you have any connection to Mr. Stallworth? That's going to be revealed. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of these people are even thinking about that. And I guess that is the reason why many people do not want to testify in court. Maybe they do want to be helpful. Because, I prejudge people and think, well, why you don't want to help? If it's a crime, it's wrong. Why you don't want to say anything? This is why. Because once they get you in the courtroom, it doesn't matter if it's the prosecuting attorney, it doesn't matter if it's the defense attorney. They are going to weigh you down with what you said happened, what you saw happen, any commentary you've given. They're going to weigh you down. And yes, they will dig in your past. They will talk about anything they want to talk about. They will bring up anything about your past. And I was just sitting here thinking that while Mr. Collins was talking. Because in this case, we have so many people chirping. A whole lot of birdies chirping about this and that. And I was over here and she went outside for 3 minutes. And you gonna stick to that when that man put you on a witness stand? That you were sitting outside looking at your baby jump up and down in that bouncy house for... You went inside for 3 minutes and came back. The little boy or children who saw whomever put the child in the car. You got to be spot on about what you saying. You got to be adamant about what you saying. It can't be, it looked like, it kind of looked like, I thought it was. Because in the end, we are talking about 2 people facing the death penalty. Or worse, or life. So you got to be sure you know what you're talking about when you go in that courtroom. And like I said, Stallworth, Derica, may have done this. I don't know the evidence, and that's what I'm talking about right now. We don't know what the evidence is. We don't know who the witnesses are. We don't know what information has been given in this case. But one thing I will say, just from watching him talk, it made me stop and think. If you don't know what you're talking about, you lying, all that's going to come out when you get on that witness stand. And even if you telling the truth, that man going to do whatever he got to do to break it down and dismember what you talking about, even if it's the truth. Because that's what they do. That's his job, is to defend his client. You see, a lot of people don't really dissect the legal system. It is not the lawyer's job to prove anything to the public or the state. It's the state's job to prove Mr. Stallworth and Derica Brown kidnapped and killed that baby. You see what I'm saying? So it is going to be interesting. And all I can say is, ooh, baby. Some of y'all best to get together in y'all little corner and start deciding what y'all going to say to that Mr. Collins when he get you in that little room. Because the version you done gave recently, it don't even sound right. And ain't good enough for me. You can call me judgmental, you can call me what you want. I don't really care. I keeps it 100. We're talking about a deceased child that died horrifically And I think some of you have forgotten that. She died horrifically. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I surely wouldn't wish it on somebody grown to leave the world that way. And I think some of you have forgotten really what the case is about. It's about a child who was snuffed out for no reason. Because ain't no reason good enough to be murdered. Doesn't matter who you are. A child anyway. So those were my thoughts today. Listening to the defense attorney talk. I think it's going to be very interesting, the information that's going to be revealed. I'm sure there'll be more crazy people coming out the woodworks with more tales and this and that. And I just will say it's looking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs already, excuse me. Because we got so many people coming out saying what Stallworth did to him, this and that. I don't know if there's any truth to it. I'm not saying that they're lying. I'm just saying it's starting to get ugly already. And they haven't even picked out jury members yet. Now that just goes to show you, they have not even picked out jury members. And folks already giving testimonies against Mr. Stallworth. Now I will say, I am curious to what Mr. Rika told the authorities. What did she tell him? Did she tell him she didn't have no part in it? Did she come in after the fact? Hell, was she even in the car when the child was taken? I am curious. Very curious. I'm sure most of you all are curious. I will say I want to thank my subscribers. I want to thank my viewers. I want to thank the other channel holders because you all have done a great job with your videos. Miss Chicago Love, a shout out to you. Thank you very much for the love. I am tuning in to everybody's page, checking out what they're talking about, I'm not no hater. Hey, I give love to all. Because that's why I said a lot of people, y'all think y'all know people. Y'all think y'all know the queen because of my commentary on here. But like I said, my focus and what I care most about is the child. And I care about her getting justice because she was a child. I ain't worried about these other fools. They're not talking about nothing. They're just something, they as y'all love to say in the street, side pieces. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't talking about nothing. They're not talking about nothing. They're irrelevant. They've helped hype the story up, of course. But that's all they've done. But those people, and I don't care who disagrees with me because you're entitled to your opinion, those people are empty vessels. I think some of you know that by now, just from what you've seen and what you've heard out of their own mouths. A lot of these people affiliated with this child are empty vessels. And they don't have a leg to stand on. Really, they do not. And I can tell you, if that child was alive today, I just wouldn't see no hope for her upbringing. Because see, a lot of you are getting hair bows and nice clothes. You're getting it twisted. That don't mean anything. Pictures don't mean anything. Videos don't mean anything. What goes on behind closed doors is what is the 411. How a person actually feels when they get out of bed in the morning and when they go to sleep. Their inner thoughts. That's what matters. Because I think we all know somebody didn't feel too good about themselves. Okay? Somebody didn't feel too good about themselves. Somebody didn't feel too good about that child. The mama, all of it. Daddy, all of it. Somebody didn't feel too good at all. That's why the baby got missing in the first place. And you know what I'm saying without me having to say it. Somebody ain't right. And that's obvious. Because if their spirit was right, the baby would be here today. It's just a matter of putting a name to it. A full government name. To the next video, I am Angela Logan, and this is Everyday Shenanigans. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in, baby. I love you. Bye-bye.